Subcommittee voted to advance legislation that would update name, image, and likeness bill for South Carolina athletes. Today's hearing included testimony from the University of South Carolina, Clemson, and Coastal Carolina. The proposal would allow schools to play a bigger role in offering assistance to student athletes who want help structuring NIL deals and contracts. WIS reporter Naomi Popa tells us why some say the change is needed.
The two bills were proposed before a Senate Education Subcommittee today after the House had already passed one of the bills last week. This bill would place applicable limits on NIL contracts, provide additional institutional protections with limits to safeguard student privacy, and remove the cap in third-party compensation. I spoke with Clemson's Director of Athletics, Graham Neff, who said this could be a very proactive move by the state of South Carolina on behalf of its colleges and universities.
That's ultimately what we're seeking here. I'm here with colleagues at Coastal Carolina and South Carolina, just to allow for more facilitation, more support that universities can offer. We do so much for all of our for our student athletes in so many regards: strength and conditioning, sports medicine, mental health, academics, and there's some limitations as it relates to our support and ability to help guide and give guidance to our student athletes for NIL. And so this would just allow us to be more connected and be more supportive of them like we do in so many other areas from a student athlete experience standpoint.
Currently, coaches, athletic directors, and staff are very limited in terms of the support they can offer student athletes regarding NIL deals. These bills would change that. Right now, athletes can have conversations and agree to partnerships, endorsements, and appearances by themselves or with the help of a third party, like an agent. But if the bill under consideration becomes law, student athletes would also be able to get guidance and utilize resources from their athletic departments in negotiating NIL contracts and deals. USC Athletic Director Ray Tanner told me there are many resources Palmetto State colleges and universities have that can be beneficial for their student athletes.
Right now, currently, we deal with our student athletes, our young men and young women who play sports, and we provide the resources that they need, whether it's nutrition, whether it's mental health, whether it's sports medicine, whatever the capacity may be. But in this NIL space, which is relatively new in the last 3 years, we have to stay at arm's length because of the rules and regulations. We want to be intimately involved to help them, to assist them in making great decisions for themselves, not only currently as student athletes, but for their future.
And that was Naomi Popa reporting. Now that a Senate Educational Subcommittee has voted in favor of advancing the legislation, these bills will head to the full Educational Committee. Well, journaling is a way to learn about yourself and help you work through feelings, potentially improving your mental health in the process. In today's Health Minute, Mandy Gaither explains how journaling may